Welcome to a rock and his non-rock friends assaulting a big intricate rock full of non-rock demons. I'm Naanless, and I finally figured out how to use the record function on my phone. When we last left off, the party were about to start the assault on Drezen. But before they do all that, a quick recap. The party climbed a war crime-filled hill to save half an army. They, Rachel, brutally slaughtered a bad guy. And finally, Baganga decided on a plan of attack. He will grab the lads and prioritize killing the giants manning the catapults on the walls. Alright, with that done, the assault on Drezen can finally begin. For realsies this time. Their main objectives in this assault are to take the keep, find the Sword of Valor, hit Monago, and or spit on Staunton. Maybe both, if you've been a good boy. Alright, let's begin. The troops are seen charging the front gate, and Irabeth's with them. Crying. Should we have allowed this? The party going through a secret side entrance and slay a bunch of demons on their way to the catapults.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. This one's mine. Press the attack.
The gang make it to the rampart, and with great force and borderline genius strategy, they clear them all fairly easily. Once the walls are cleared, the party opens the gate to the inner city and the Crusade begins flooding in. Using their combined strength, they're gonna have to break the gate into the inner city. But it won't be easy.
I'm sure they mean us no harm, right?
This one's mine. I don't like you!
The gate finally breaks open, revealing a giant, armored demon named Drezen.
Can you send me an MP3 of you saying something in an uwu voice? It's for a Pogger's Naanless video.
Stop talking!
And the traitor herself, Nura.
There they are! There they are! They're coming!
That bitch. It was her all along. The one who forced me to make all those shit Among Us references. Anyway, Drezen says some cringe shit and a fight ensues.
You won't survive me. I'll split you in half!
Just as the party were about to finish him, a dwarf named Greybor comes running in out of nowhere and stabs him right in the ribs.
Lie down. Die!
Willida says hello. Sweet dreams, demon.
You little runt.
The demon, now having one too many ouchies, retreats. Greybor seems frustrated that his dagger didn't immediately one-tap Drezen. So the party ask him to elaborate. He says that he's an assassin, hired to kill exotic targets, and his client gave him a dagger that was supposed to one-tap his demon target. But it seems it was defective. Well, it looks like the Crusade is at a standstill. The demons have locked themselves in their palace, and there doesn't seem to be a way in. But, luckily, Greybor knows a secret passage that could allow a party of exactly 6 individuals to stealthily enter the keep. So, the gang head in, and the moment they step foot in there, they are mentally accosted by magic. The screaming coming from the walls makes it so that the party lose at least 5 brain cells every 10 minutes. Not joking. So they're gonna have to do this quick. Ish. Deeper in, they find a cell full of prisoners. One of them is hanging from her arms and is clearly in especially rough shape. Her name is Yanyo. Upon hearing her name, the party instantly realized that she is a hero of the Crusade that was supposed to have died 70 years ago defending Drezen. She says that she was tortured and kept here as a trophy ever since. Even Rachel is impressed that she has yet to lose her mind. So the party remove her restraints and tell her to lay low, while they rip and or tear. Further ahead, the gang come across a balcony with a nice view of a room guarded by demons. But what's even nicer is the fact that the Sword of Valor is right there. Like, right there. In plain sight. Unfortunately, there's no way down from the balcony, so they're gonna have to scurry around and find another entrance into the room. But, with one of their goals in sight, they slaughter demons slightly more enthusiastically.
Out of my sight!
Thank you for amusing me.
Surprisingly, further ahead, the party finds Staunton's brother. And he says that The party make it to the big room housing the Sword of Valor. But as soon as they clear the guards and touch the thing, it vanishes. And they're immediately gassed and ambushed.
They will break against our resolve. No glory without risk.
Having just been tricked and severely beaten, the party picked themselves up and continue their search for the actual Sword of Valor. During their search, the party finds a room with a quirky yet stinky corpse pit, where they fought a shit ton of ghouls. But luckily, Baganga was so intelligently and beautifully built that the ghouls could not mathematically roll past his AC. All I'm saying is whoever's controlling him, love you. They also come across a giant bird demon. They get immediately killed by the recently saved Daniel, who, turns out, was a demon in disguise this whole time. But a nice demon. To prove it, she shows the party the secret way to the for realsies, Sword of Valor. It's finally in reach. All the party have to do is solve a simple puzzle. Easy. The gang grabbed the artifact, but nothing seems to happen. Before disappointingly moving on, Darren begins flirting with Baganga, saying that he looks great and heroic holding that banner. Yeah. So silly goose. Yeah. So, Baganga enthusiastically returns to the rampart and throws the banner over the wall. And in that moment, he begins surging with power, and 6 paths lay before him. The path of the Aeon, the Demon, the Angel, the Azada, the Legend, and the Trickster. The entire party side-eyes Baganga for his choice, except for Darren. God bless him.
Jokes are fun. I like a good joke, but turning the Crusade into one? I hope it doesn't get to that.
A mess of an army.
Oh, yes! Now that is how I like my crusades.
The Sword of Valor begins shifting and changing to reflect Baganga's choice, and a pair of dices appears on it. And the demons fucking explode. And the ones that didn't just can't teleport anymore. The entire Crusade cheers, and they begin cleaning duty. Then, Demon Yaniel shows up, and we get a flashback to the beginning of the game. Right before Discari was about to dunk Baganga in a massive hole, a demon woman and her little goober cast Featherfall on him.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts.
My lady, this creature is about to die. Shouldn't you?
Behold, Iomade. Behold the death I sow.
You see, Suture? Shouldn't has no place here. Now the hour has come to turn my ideas into reality. Go to the old laboratory. I have a special task for you.
The laboratory? I hate that foul place. But I dare not disobey you, my lady.
Coming back to reality, Yaniel Scooby-Doo reveals herself to have been that demon. Her real name is Arelu Vorlesh, the architect of the World Wound. The lady on the cover art. Arelu points out that the banner changed because it sees potential in Baganga to become a god. So the banner is no longer a banner of the god Iomade, but a banner of Baganga. When asked why she was helping Baganga during the attack on Calabria, she doesn't answer. Instead, posing even more questions. What is the World Wound? What happened in Sarkoris? And what the hell's wrong with Baganga? Just like, in general. She then vanishes. Alright, all that remains is to find Staunton, Monago, and Nura. They gotta be around here somewhere.
Let's run, sweetie. Let's go.
I'm not going anywhere.
Don't you feel it? He's got that damn rag with him. I can't teleport. He's going to kill us.
This is my city, and I will fight for it to the end. And you, my love, you will be with me
to the end.
Hello, Minago. Greetings, Mr. Misery Guts. It's us again.
When you crossed to the demon's side, you betrayed all mortal kind. And for that, you must pay.
For years, you self-appointed champions of good have treated us like dirt beneath your feet.
For 70 years, I've crawled on my knees, shedding my blood for Mendev. Only been spat in the face for it. For 70 years! What else could I give for my mistake? What more punishment could I suffer? No point in wasting time talking. To arms!
Staunton, darling.
Stop whining! Didn't you swear your eternal love to me? Now shut your lying mouth and fight! Whatever end fate has in store for me, you will share it!
You've crossed the wrong monk.
This'll leave a bruise.
Seeing that the party are borderline invincible, genetic freaks, Minago begins begging Staunton to flee the castle and leave together, forever. But Staunton turns on his Sigma grind set and threatens to snap her neck if she dares leave. Minago, in disbelief at the audacity of this bitch, steals Staunton's powers and jumps out the nearest window.
You want to die for a heap of rocks? Go ahead. I'm not staying here.
You will either fight to the bitter end, or I'll break your delicate little neck myself with these very hands.
Are you threatening me, my mortal toy? Me? And with what? With the power I gave you. You ungrateful beast! Take your filthy rag. Take your befouled ruins. You can make soup out of this moron for all I care.
Well, with Minago out of the room, both Nura and Staunton are left to their fate at the hands of Bagunga. And Staunton gets put down once and for all. Nura, knowing that she's about to share the same fate, begins spilling her backstory. This whole time she hated mortals, because when she was 8, she was sold into slavery, and no one came to help her. Not even the paladins that were walking the streets and saw her leashed to her masters. So, when the demons came with an offer to kill her masters, she accepted, and they made her a cultist. But still, Bagunga has to eject her. For the safety of the Crusade, of course. Okay, I swear. Last one, I promise. 10 days later, Bagunga is now commander of Drezen, and he will have to command even larger armies and oversee an actual government. Alright, that's all I got. If you have extra time on your hands, please consider checking out my friends. This one streams at 6 PM Eastern most of the time, and this one just released his first video. And keep this on the down low, but I heard it's pretty pog. And of course, check out the full playlist if you haven't yet, and please like, sub, and partake in this fancy rich man's outro.